Hello and welcome to this demo about data management on AWS using a service called Amazon Data Zone, which is a service that makes it faster and easier for you to catalog, discover, share, and govern data across your organization. It also helps increase your efficiency by collaborating seamlessly across your teams and accessing data and analytical tools in a self-service fashion. So Amazon Data Zone provides two sign-in options. One is through SSO single sign-on, and the second option is using AWS IAM credentials. So for this demo, we'll be using AWS Access credential to log in. Right. So after logging in, you'll be redirected to this landing page here. So let's say like that I'm a data engineer in the finance department. You will come here to choose your finance project, and you will come here to data. Even before we go to data, under this section here, you will see we have zero published asset, zero published product. So it will just gives you an overview on how the data that you are having currently in this project is being shared, or what data have you intended to share. So under published asset is the data that you are intending to share with other people. So that's why you have published them so that they can subscribe to it and use it. And also we have some two analytical tools connected. That's Athena, which is a query editor that helps you query data that is in a data lake. And also we have Redshift query editor that allows you to query data that is in a data warehouse. So when you come here to data and we click data sources, we'll see we have two data sources. So one is S3 data lake and another one is data warehouse. So meaning we are getting our data from a lake house setup. So when you come to inventory data and you click assets, so the assets are the data that we own. So in this case, you have loans, process, transaction, users, etc. So let's look at one asset. Let's select loan. So as a data engineer in the finance project, I will just take an overview of this loan data asset so that I see, is this something that we can intend to share maybe with other people from other departments so that they can do some analytics on it. So here you just be able to see the summary, you'll be able to see the use case, you can add a readme file, and also you see some technical metadata down here. Also, you'll be able to see the schema of the data in the under asset filter. So when you want to share, let's say you have a table of 10 columns and you only want to share 2 columns in this table of 10 columns. You don't want to share other sensitive columns. So we'll just add an asset filter so that when we publish this data and someone subscribe to it, they will only be able to query and view the columns that you want them to see. They won't just see everything. So when you come to data quality, you can also be able to see the score, the quality score of your data. So in this case, we had 6 roles and 5 passed and 1 failed, bringing our score to 83%. So you can also be able to see what's the quality of the data that maybe you want to share with other people. And so also for auditing purposes, we also have data lineage, where we have a lineage graph. So this lineage graph shows us how this data, what happened to this data, what was the source. So in this case, when you move towards the left, we'll see this data was coming from an S3 bucket. And you can also be able to see the schema, how the schema moved from each and every step where this data was passing. So you see here the data was processed by a glue job, written back to the S3, cataloged through a glue catalog table. And also you'll be able to see now the history, what changes, what were the changes that were happening in the data that we have in for this case is the loan data. So since we have reviewed this data as the data engineer in the finance department, we like to publish this asset so that other people in the company can also use this data asset to do some visualization. So we'll go ahead and publish it. So after publishing it, we'll log in now as a separate user. So let's say I'm the loan and risk data analyst now from the loan and risk department. Maybe want to do some visualization to see how our loans are performing. So after I log in, I will select my project, which is loan and risk, and we come here to data. So when you come to inventory data, we see we don't have any data. And so let's check if there is any published data. Currently we don't have any published data. So let's search for the loans data and subscribe to it so that you can use it. So you will click it and you'll be able to view the summary. You can just confirm the schema. See, we don't have access currently. You can just check the data quality. We see this data is its quality is good, is 83%. So we'll subscribe to this data and give a reason for subscription. I want to do loan related analytics and do a request. So after we request this, we'll come back here now as the data engineer in the finance department and check the data that you have published. We see we have one incoming, a subscription request. So when you click view request, you'll be able to see who is the requester, and the subscriber now is the loan and risk project and the reason. So if this reason is valid, then we want just to give them full access. If we want to approve with column filters, now this is where the filter that you are talking about, if we want to give limited access to the data. So for this case, we'll give them full access and just provide a comment that done, then approve it. So after we approve this data, when you come back here and see and go to subscribed data, we'll see we have one now subscribed data, which subscription has been approved. Which subscription have been approved. So we can be able now to query these loans data. So let's come back now to our let's come back here at overview so that let's see if you can query that data. So here we have we have linked to Athena that help us to query that data. So you just click that and it will redirect you to AWS Athena. So with this, you don't need to have AWS login credentials to access Athena. It will create for you a temporary credential that will help you access Athena. So here we come and preview the table, and here we have the loans. We are able to see the loans data that you are given access to. So that's how you can share data across the organization and manage it. So as the lending strategy manager, I want to make some visualization with the data that we are having here in these loans data. So in this case, let's talk about Amazon QuickSight, which is a BI tool that AWS provides you that can help you create a visualization about your data that you have so that you can have more insight upon it. So here, QuickSight also have integration with generative AI that can help us create some panels that you might want to visualize. So we can just come here and click build. Then we can just ask it a question. Show me a pie chart of the count of loans grouped by loan purpose. Grouped by loan purpose. Then you click build. So this one will generate for us visualization just with natural language, so that you can generate your pie chart. So in this case, you have this pie chart generated. You can just click add to analytics. So here we see we just have a pie chart generated, and we can just rename it now. You can just click here and display setting. You can edit title. You can say loan by. You can call it loan by purpose and click save. So with this, you can just publish this. We'll replace an existing dashboard and publish. So only with that few prompt, you can be able now to generate a dashboard that now you can share with the board members. Yeah, so that's all about AWS, how you can manage and also get insights from the data that you are having on AWS.